I'm back at Baja Marine in Cartagena, Colombia. I'm gonna do a few more repairs and then I wanna do some trips in Colombia. Just bought 2 new water pumps. Ago I already put a new water pump in here, but I also would like to replace the saltwater pump because it's getting old. The replacement is super simple. It's just screwing it out and then putting it back at the same spot. So just 2 wires, a red and a black. So that's done. Here I don't have a filter like I have on a freshwater pump. It's because this one already gets filtered somewhere else. The next one I'm replacing is my patrons. Thank you guys. The next one I'm replacing is this one over here. You might wonder, why am I not just waiting till they break? The thing is, once they start leaking, it just gets really messy and it drips over everything what's in the cabinet there. So I'd rather be on time to replace them. And the pumps I'm putting on are actually really not expensive at all. They're like $90 each. This one is installed. This is gonna be one last potential problem for when I'm on the way. The pump I just replaced out of precaution, not even because it was leaking yet, the other one was. It's manufactured in April 2002. That's when the boat was built. That's pretty awesome. This toilet has never really worked well and I really would like to change this pump. But this one is different than the other toilet, because in the other toilet there's only 1 pump. I mean, here's also only one, the macerator, which you know, puts everything out. But here's another one, which basically pumps the water in. And then you get like a 3-button system, automatic and you know, water in and flushing. And the other toilet only has 1 button. Well, that's not really it, but it only has 1 pump that does everything, and I wonder if it works less because of that or if it's just the pump that's bad. Let's go to the Baja Marine again, look for some pumps. I'm back at Baja Marine. This is the one I want, but they only sell this one with the toilet. They don't have them separate. But they only have the different brands, and I'm sure they might be a little bit better. Like, these fit, but also 2.5 times as expensive. I want to try the sea flow pumps out just because it's, you know, 2.5 to 3 times cheaper. But yeah, they don't have them here. I'm not going to spend like 2.5, 3 times as much. I'm just going to order them on Amazon. I bought some other stuff, paint supplies, because when I painted the roof, it's too loud here. Let me show you on the boat. I'm going to continue to Home Center to get oil because I want to change the oil in my sail drives. Some of you guys recommended for my anchor chain not to pile up to buy something like this. So I'm gonna try it out. The Caribbean islands are reasonably expensive. I spent there for the last 3 years and you know, it just becomes your new normal. But it's really nice now to just be in a country where everything is so cheap. Like, I would go out for dinner in the Caribbean, but not like super often. But here, going out for dinner is like the same price as when you make food yourself. I just need very standard gear oil, ADW90 or SAE90, and they just do not have it. All right, there's another shop at like 200-meter walk distance. Let's go here. ADW90 GL5, that's what I need. I just got 3 portions of nachos, 3 of them. The nachos, and total was $10. I still have the normal Starlink, but for crossing the Pacific as a backup, I have the Starlink Mini. And a friend of mine, who I together did a Yacht Masters in Antigua with, he makes mounts for Starlink. He sent me a couple of his mounts. I've been looking at which one I want to use. These are both real clamp mounts, and one is fixed and the other one is with a clamp. I think the aesthetics of the fixed one is a little better, But if I click this one in, now it is fixed in this direction. While the other one with a clamp, which is actually a mantis clamp, you can still rotate and then choose which direction. Has a little bit more possibilities and it's super easy to take off. He also sent me a pole mount because I have been considering taking the wind vane off because it's broken. But for now, I'm first gonna still try to fix it. Will be a really nice location for Starlink though. And the last mount is a deck mount because I thought that this could also be a really good location. I'm gonna use the mount with the clamp because for me it's an emergency setup and not yet a permanent one. I do want to do a shout out because you know, I'm grateful that he sent those to me. If you guys are interested in these things, look at darkstarhardware.com. Today I'm hanging out with James and I have a question for you.
What's up?
I'm thinking about starting to take people on the boat or do charters. Like, what do you think? What should I begin with and why? Because you know, charters make money, but people on the boat normally might just be more fun. Maybe makes a little bit. What do you think?
I think you should take crew. If I had a new cat, I would have 4 people on board at all times, 3 or 4, and just charge them like 20, 30 bucks a day, just to pay for like food and maintenance and fuel and stuff.
But how do you do that if something breaks? Like, you know, often I'm fixing something and now you have people on the boat and you're stuck somewhere.
That's why you don't do charter guests. That's why you take crew, because they can help you and you don't feel bad about it because they're not really paying, you know, yacht prices. But if you're charging, you know, 600 bucks a day and you have to fix something, you're gonna have to give that money back, bro.
Right,
and
yeah, exactly.
It just changes the dynamic too. It makes it so you're trying to entertain these people and you're cooking for them, and if they're only there for 20 bucks a day, 30 bucks a day, then they're helping cook, they're helping fix it, they're in there for the adventure, not for the, you know, for the, what would you call that? Like gourmet experience, I guess.
Right.
Like the experience is different.
But you never really know what type of people you get. So would you start with short term, like, hey, come on the boat, let's do a temporary 2 weeks first? Or?
Yeah, that's what I say. When I get people on the boat, I sit down and I say, look, 1 week from today, we're gonna sit down again.
Okay.
And if it's working for both of us, then you can stay. If not, then it's time for you to leave, okay? Is that good for you? And everybody always says yeah. And then after a week, or if they're really bad, after a couple of days, you just have to be the captain and say, you know, dude, it's not working, I'm sorry, you gotta go.
Right, that's the hard part.
It's just like if you had a roommate, same thing, but the roommate's there for free.
Yeah.
Hey man, this isn't working out. You know, you don't have to get off your boat right now, but like in the next couple of days, you gotta figure out a place to go. It's harder, you gotta screen people better when you're going on passages and when you're in remote areas, because you'll get them off
on the boat.
There's no airport. You can't get them off.
Okay, yeah, that's
good. You could maroon them, I guess. It'd be a good story.
Okay.
You're about to be a pirate.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, man.
Any other suggestions on that, or that's good enough to start?
I think that you should go on and find a crew, and you should put in your parameters and see what comes to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the best way. Especially, dude, you got so much room on your cat.
I do have a lot of unused room. Like I don't use.
It'd be great for your channel. You know what's even better for YouTube is when you have 3 or 4 different personalities on the boat and they're on there for long enough for people to get, you know, acquainted with them.
So you have to say in the beginning, like, hey, I do make videos, and you have to be okay with being on camera.
Exactly, and make sure you have them sign a waiver too.
Okay.
A photo release waiver.
Okay.
And a boat liability waiver. I can give you both of those things.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay, thanks. I'll try it out, and I'll ask of you if there's any other things. I think that's basically it, right?
Say goodbye. Bye. Bye. To the camera, to the phone. Say goodbye. Ciao.
Ciao. Next, I'm gonna suck out the oil out of the sail drive. Now it looks normal, but after using it, sometimes there's some bubbly on top, bubbles, and that's only on this sail drive, not on the other one. So I'm gonna just suck this out, put a new one in, and see if it happens again. It just feels normal and oily, so that's good. Doesn't feel like very watery. I want to do this electric at some point, but for now I do it like this. Actually, this thing was given to me by Spirit Animal when I was still in Grenada. Yeah, so I cannot suck everything out from the top, but most of it. This is about the deepest I can get with this hose. I just read that apparently this way you can only get 1/3 out. I did not know that. Of course, I did do this 6 months ago when the boat was out of the water. I just wanted to do it because I saw those bubbles. Okay, 1/3 is better than nothing. And I'm gonna do it at the next haul out completely again. Let's fill her up and make sure that none of my sweat from the heat here is coming in it. Okay, done. I am going to do the other sail drive. I won't film the other one because you know you've seen this one, it's the same thing. When I painted the roof, I didn't put anti-slip over it, and I know it's going to be a problem at some point when it's wet and I'm trying to change something and it's bad weather, so I do need to do something about it. To buy a whole new can of paint in the same color for $500, that's only one compartment. I just need to do a little bit. I still have a little bit, I just don't know if it's enough. So I'm first going to try that before buying anything new. I just cleaned it with some water and soap and then with water, and I'm going to sand it lightly with a 320 and put a thin layer over it. It's ironic, since I'm here now for 2 weeks I guess, there has been absolutely zero wind, and the day I want to paint, there's wind. I like the wind, but I'll wait with painting. I hope at sunset, otherwise tomorrow morning at sunrise. Let's continue with seeing if I can get my anchor chain to not pile up anymore. Let's go see which is the right size and if this really works. I have two sizes. Let's see which one fits under. Let's put some sealant on the screws so that the wood doesn't get wet where I screw it in. I screwed it in. I have no idea if it's gonna help, but let's try it out. Just gonna drop the chain in. See what happens. Now it's piled up. No, this is never gonna help because the chain is gonna pile up in front of it, and no, this is not gonna work. I think the only real solution is gonna be to put the windlass more to the back, so it's more in the middle of where the chain falls down. I guess then I'll have to also relocate this. The wind calmed down, let's go paint. This is it. It's a little more than I thought. I hope it's enough. I'm gonna add grip tags. I'm adding it in the paint. You're not supposed to do that, but it worked for me in the past. A day later now, I think the roof turned out pretty okay. At least it's safe. It's not slippery anymore. The Mall of Cartagena is like the number 2 thing to do here because it's built around an old stadium. So I'm gonna check that out now. Events and concerts over here. And all the way around on the top floor are restaurants with a really pretty view. It's still closed, not open yet. This view of the city. It's the fort. Gonna visit Castilla San Felipe. Number 2 thing to do in Cartagena. This is the view of one side of the fortress. And here we can see the view of the other side of Cartagena. Pretty nice, good overview. And you see Marina over there. Like Limonada is behind those buildings on anchor. This is a bay in between the buildings over there and the buildings over there. So the bay is very protected, and there's the ocean. Thank you guys for watching. I am super excited because all the small projects that I wanted to do are about to be done. Now I can finally go see something of the country. Special thanks to all of the patrons. The upper tier patrons are on the wall of the boat. And if you are not a patron yet, besides the tiers, you can even sign up for $1 per month, I think. So everything helps in the video making process. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.